Hey, what's up? This is FeelGoodSmalls, and I am on FReSH FM here with Jack Newsome. And basically, I'm just going to ask him a couple questions about his music and also maybe get to know him a little bit better. So, first off, I just want to say welcome to the Philippines.
Kumusta? Masaya na nandito.
I love it. Have you ever actually been to the Philippines before?
No, but whenever this pandemic is over, I'm first stop is the Philippines for sure.
Oh, that's amazing. We would love you out here. We love your music, so it'd be so great to hear you live out here.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So it seems like you've had a pretty good 2021 so far. You've released 2 tracks already, which is fantastic. And the first one, actually, I feel like a lot of people could really relate to the year the world stood still. And I feel like your fans probably really resonated with that track, considering what's going on right now in the world. What were their reactions?
The reaction was really great. I mean, we didn't push it as hard as these next ones because these next ones are going to be a lot more uplifting and dancey. But the reactions for The Year the World Stood Still were amazing in that, yeah, everybody could relate to what's going on. And both The Year the World Stood Still and Arms are very much about the pandemic, very much about the times that we're living in. And it's going to be cool because in a couple of years, in like maybe 20 years or so, The Year the World Stood Still is going to, I have a good feeling that it's gonna hit harder in like 20 years versus now. But
it's gonna be like a memory almost, right?
Yes,
like,
when it's a memory, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Like you'll look back and be like, oh man, I remember those times. That was once in a lifetime moment. Exactly. That's great. And then so basically from there you released Arms.
Yes.
And your creative process with Arms is really cool. Like I feel like because it was created during a pandemic, you basically had to really pivot and sort of learn how to produce and write in a different way. Can you sort of explain that more and give me a little bit more detail of how that process went?
It was amazing. It was pretty fast. It was my first time writing with my now producer partner, Cambo, who is phenomenal. He's worked with Doja Cat. He's just fantastic. And it was the first song we ever wrote together, and we did it over Zoom, which is basically what we're doing kind of right now.
I know, right?
And then, yeah, it was great. And I went to his studio. I was wearing a mask, and then I only took the mask off to lay down the vocal. And it was you could feel that what we were singing about was just so real, and it was so about what was going on. So that part of it was pretty cool. That we got to write about it and feel like we were giving the listeners a hug, like through the speakers, which was really cool.
That's really beautiful. Now, how did you two meet? Like, how did you decide that you wanted to work together, or like, how did you two end up together?
My A&R at my label actually set us up. She's amazing. She's like the whole reason why this whole thing happened. And yeah, it was totally serendipitous. We happened to meet and work together at a really good time for both of us. And we got to say exactly what we needed to say during a really dark time. So I'm so thankful.
It's interesting too, because when you listen to Arms, it's actually like a quite like upbeat song overall. Like when you first press play, you're like, oh, this is a really like catchy tune. And then when you listen to it, it's exactly what you're saying. Like it's a great tune that was made during really dark times.
Yes.
So I love that balance in it as well. That's great.
Thank you so much.
So now that you have these 2 released, what's next? Are you allowed to share some of the inside scoop of what's happening?
We're about to dance a whole lot more. I feel like after we released Arms, we had a better roadmap of what we need to do. And I think that just because, some places like the Philippines are taking longer to open up, I feel like it would be almost rude to hit people with more sad music. So what we're going to do is over the summer is we're going to release more upbeat, more dancey music and give people something to smile at and something to feel good about. So over the summer, you can expect a lot more upbeat music from me.
I feel like summer's a perfect time for that too, right? Because it just gives you that feeling of hope, and you can go out and see your friends, and as you know, the Philippines has a lot of beaches and stuff, so that'll be perfect for the beachy vibes over here. Definitely.
I'm already trying to vacation there. Yeah, let alone just like touring. I'm already trying to be there. I feel like, yeah, the fans have been so nice, and I'm really blown away by the amount of support I've gotten out of the Philippines. So I'm very thankful.
That's so awesome. And yeah, hopefully you can come out maybe even in 2021. You never know.
You never
I'm
know.
a hopeful. I'm a hopeful. Like I'm one of those girls that just assumes that the best is yet to come. So hopefully you can make it out here this year. That would be great. Can you even give us a title of one of the songs that's coming out? Or is it all secretive in a vault somewhere right now? Oh no.
I think I can give, because the next one's coming out so soon. I think I can give you guys the exclusive. The next one is called Friends.
Friends?
And it's yeah, I feel like it's what I am envisioning the first step out of the pandemic to feel like, where a lot of people have been pent up for a while and they're trying to find new relationships and stuff. So the song is about friends with benefits, and if there's
taking it a little further.
Yeah, if there's anything I've felt, it's that we've been pent up for a while. So I'm hoping that coming out of COVID, everyone's gonna be like ready to just fall into something new with someone new. So yeah,
I think you're dead on, and I think that song again is really gonna have that moment in time. So basically, you've basically created the soundtrack to 2021. I feel like, and you're doing a really good job at it so far.
Thank you. Well, someone shared something recently, and it said that artists are basically just like a voice of the times, and they're basically a way to capture what we're all going through. And I think I took that to heart a little bit too much, almost, just because the next couple songs I really wanted to feel like they were my little signature on what's happening right now, because there's a lot happening right now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot going on. And I think that's a really good way for you to sort of channel your inner creativity too, because it seems like you really took what was going on and you were really aware of your surroundings and what was happening versus just making music to make music.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's so great.
I'm just glad that people are enjoying it and that they're relating, because that was the entire intent, was that we can all share this together and be there together when we aren't able to do it physically, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. Also too, I was thinking, so you're in LA right now, right?
Yes.
So obviously it's opened up a lot more, and there's a lot more going on. Do you have any live shows coming up, like in person, or you haven't? We're not there yet.
As of now, no. But that I'm sure that will change as things open up. We are coming up with a live show and a live world where all these songs can live together, because some of the songs are pretty different from each other. So it's going to be really fun trying to like a puzzle, just like putting them all together and making a live show.
Curate it.
Yeah.
That's super cool. No, I'm really looking forward to that. So if you could collaborate with any artist right now, they just came and knocked on your door and they said, "Hey, what's up? Let's do a song together." Who would you pick?
I've been really inspired by Lil Nas X, I will say.
Love it.
I think that everything he's doing is just so rock and roll and just so just amazing. And I've always loved Casey Musgraves, who is more of a country artist, but she's managed to kind of get pop listeners on board with what she's doing. And yeah, I mean, someone like, an Ariana Grande or a Billie Eilish would be crazy.
Yeah, those would all be amazing collabs.
Crazy.
I really like actually the variation you picked there. Like every single artist is actually so different. And it's kind of like the way that you make your music now. Like your songs are very diverse. They're very different. So you could totally have each of them as a feature. No problem at all.
Yeah, it's like, why do you have to pick a genre? You can just do it all.
I agree completely. Well, that's so great. So do you think that if you had to pick one album in the past few years that inspired your album, is there any, or do you think that you just sort of like channel your inner creativity through your own experiences?
Good question.
Ooh, I went deep, didn't I? I went deep on that one.
So we're coming with an EP this summer, and I will say that I don't really think that I don't think we went with, it's nothing I ever expected for myself. So it's really not, I think that the only influences that we probably went with is that there is kind of a late 70s, there's a little bit of disco involved, and there's a lot of, the songs feel like new classics, which is all I guess I can say about it. And so it's not any one artist or it's not any one thing, but I wanted these songs on this project to feel super timeless. And I wanted them to work, mid-pandemic and then onward, when we're past all of this BS and it's all over. I wanted it to work forever. So I think a lot of the songs draw from really classic pop, rock, disco, all that stuff. So I hope that answers your question.
No, exactly. It's one of those things where you just nailed it. Like you're who you chose to collaborate with definitely resonates exactly what you're saying. Like you're an open format artist. Yes. You like to draw your creativity in from all sorts of different angles, all sorts of different genres. And I think that's something that in the future will definitely set you apart from other artists because you will be so versatile.
And that's why I love pop so much, is because pop by definition is just popular music. It's not any one genre. So it's people who work in pop, I think, are really blessed in that they get to pull from whatever they're inspired by. And that's all I aim to do, which is,
I think you're doing a great job so far. And I'm really looking forward to your whole EP to come out this summer. I think it'll definitely have a big influence on people's summer plans and vibes and parties. And exactly what you said, you're going to make memories. And that's so special, right? Like that's you want that moment, we need
to make up for a year's worth of lost memories. So it's time to make some new ones.
I say, let's do it. Is there anything else you want to share with the Philippines?
No, just get ready for new music and get ready to dance. That's all I can say.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I want to make sure that everyone knows that you can stream ARMS on any streaming platform right now. It's on Spotify. You can also, we play it all the time on FReSH FM, and we're going to continue to play it as well. Any new music, of course, we know that Jack's going to send it our way because we love him. And hopefully you have a wide open, beautiful summer.
Wide open.
Wide open, freedom, hugs, kisses, you name it.
All of it. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And it was so nice to meet you, Jack.
Ditto. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, anytime. You can come back anytime and we can chat. You just need to get a snazzy mic like me.
Yeah, I do. I need the mic for sure.
You should get the headset, like the full headset one.
Yeah, like the Britney Spears headset.
Yes,
yeah,
yes. And then we're basically a pop duo.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, it was so nice chatting with you, and hopefully we can meet again soon in person.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in with FReSH Sound with Jack Newsome. And feel free to give him a follow, send him a message, a comment, and you can follow FReSH FM and myself, FeelGoodSmalls. Peace out.
Peace out.